Lodi might not be who we think he is, an avatar of one of Destiny's most powerful characters. Today we discuss some epic Destiny theories and protocols activated by the Warmind during the collapse that still have no answer. But did we get our first clue? Welcome Guardians, let's take a look. This video idea was inspired by a post from Faith Dies, who has allowed me to read the theory here in the video. So we're going to do that and discuss possible lore connections. Could we see all of this unfold in the Edge of Fate or the Fate Saga? The post theorizes that Lodi could be Khalki Golem, a construct, most likely Exo, created by Rasputin back in the day, that was activated and sent out during a time of disparity in the collapse. During said tragedy, some strange protocols were activated, protocols we still don't have answers for. Let's first begin by discussing what golems are. During the Golden Age, Rasputin would create an avatar of himself and implant it into an Exo. This was called Sidartha Golem. This specific Exo's job was to explore the world, learn, interact with humans, and make connections. The Exo died during the collapse, but would later be resurrected by a ghost, and that guardian would become Felwinter. Yeah, pretty crazy. There's a whole lore book on this if you want to read it. Here's part of a card from that lore book in Season of the Worthy where Felwinter and his ghost learn this. "This is weird," Felspring said, and projected a display of a long string of code. "Look, in the Golden Age, Rasputin executes a protocol called Sidartha Golem. No idea what it is. Some kind of knowledge gathering. It gathers a bunch of transcripts, conversations with humans, recordings of music, a huge database of literature. G-word and the projection flipped through thousands of words of code, then stopped again. Here, early Dark Age, a submind in old Russia says Sidartha Golem is active and gone rogue." Her voice dropped. "Around the same time I found you." When Rasputin learned of Sidartha Felwinter's resurrection, he tried to control the unit, but it was declared rogue. We see the golem was detected in Old Russia, identified with the Traveler or Light signature, and any attempts to seize or control it failed. Rasputin even told us this story in Season of the Worthy 2, which Kimber Prime has allowed me to show you here. Link to their original video is down below.
He's telling a story. In a time of great prosperity, a tyrant king sent his son to live among the people and learn their ways. He did so for many years, until a great calamity befell the kingdom. In the aftermath, the tyrant's son was changed. The tyrant's son turned away from his father and became a warrior. The tyrant chased his son across fields and mountains and oceans. He said, "If I can't have my son, then no one shall." In the end, the tyrant used his son's love of the people against him. He promised him a miraculous technology that could rebuild the kingdom. When his son came to claim it, he unleashed a plague upon him. His son was destroyed. And the tyrant looked upon his tyranny and wept. Is Rasputin... is he talking about himself?
I think
think the tyrant's son...
So Golem essentially was an exo-avatar of the Warmind. During the collapse, Rasputin activated several protocols when he learned of the Black Fleet's arrival. He activated Loki Crown, which would fire at the Traveler to try and keep it here if it left. He later aborted this though. And then he had two others which are still a mystery: Nagfar and Khalki Golem. In Faith's post, this is where things get interesting. First, let's start with Nagfar Step. In Norse mythology, Naglfar, or Nagfari, Old Norse, is a boat made entirely from the fingernails and toenails of the dead. During the events of Ragnarok, Naglfar is foretold to sail the Vigrior, ferrying hordes of monsters that will do battle with the gods. So basically a ship or vessel of some kind that is meant to move something. In this mythology, it was a ship made of finger and toenails that moved enemies of the gods like giants and monsters. It apparently was captained by Loki. In Destiny terms, this might have been the moving of some type of fleet or weapon, or the vessel itself that was made to do so. This was Rasputin's final phase of moving things into doomsday preparation. After Nagfar Step, he activates Khalki Golem. We don't know exactly what this was either, but seems like it would have been something similar to Sidartha Golem, right? An exo-avatar. In the post, Faith says this: Kalki, Sanskrit, is the prophesied 10th and final incarnation of the Hindu god Vishnu. According to Vaishnava cosmology, Kalki is destined to appear at the end of the Kali Yuga, the last of the 4 ages in the cycle of existence. His arrival will mark the end of the Kali Yuga and herald the beginning of the Satya Yuga, the most virtuous age. Kalki is depicted as an avatar who will rejuvenate existence by ending the darkest period of Adharma, unrighteousness, and restoring righteousness. He is described as riding a white horse and wielding a fiery sword. So this was a final avatar of one of the principal Hindu gods that arrives at the end of the age to destroy evil and the corrupt world. In Destiny's case, maybe an avatar of Rasputin. So with those both, Nagfar and Khalki Golem, we have moving something into position, maybe a vessel of some sort, and we have an avatar activated, meant to help destroy the approaching evil. So here is Faith's theory. Is Lodi Khalki Golem? A Khalki Golem was activated and put on a ship. Additionally, Rasputin began immediately cauterizing the public networks of various locations. Some we know, some we don't. A few seem to have highest priority, and we have never found out what those locations are or why. Secure ISIS is mentioned numerous times throughout the ongoing collapse. I believe this is another codename for this hypothetical bomb shelter that Rasputin created that used the following resources. The TLDR is that they believe that Khalki Golem is Lodi. He went on a journey via Nagfar. The operation or tactic was called SM Khalidbolk, and the location was Secure ISIS. So just think about how cool and crazy this would be. People love the stories of Rasputin finally having the chance to meet the character as an exo in Season of the Seraph. And the Warmind had many things under wraps, like Neomuna at the time, which we only learned about just before his sacrifice.
Thank you for retrieving the files, Guardian. They must be preserved at all costs. Due to their sensitive nature, I cannot risk uploading them to the network, but they should be safe in the Vanguard's possession. Bring them back to the helm. I will decrypt them here.
The Neptunian city in Osiris's visions is real. The details are contained within the Nephele stronghold files retrieved from the Cosmodrome. I have decrypted them for Osiris's benefit.
So is Lodi actually an exo parading around with human flesh on top, Terminator style? He does act very strange in cutscenes we've seen so far.
Telemetry originates at this location, but the signal is weak.
What are you doing here? Earth?
Have you been here a while?
I have journal entries tallying 4 weeks, but my 5 o'clock shadow says a day. Something's wrong with time. It's my job to investigate. Of sorts. I got a call of my own. I hope your ride was smoother than mine. Are you headed back to Earth after?
Are you asking for a ride?
It's just conversation.
Now, for this to be true, a lot of things would have to happen. Clovis Bray would have somehow had the magic to make exos look human, like skin over the exo robot bodies we see, which to our knowledge doesn't exist. To me personally, Lodi doesn't 100% fit this. We've seen strange clips in the reveal trailer of Lodi morphing, many versions of him it looks like. So to me it seems more plausible from that he was sort of plucked from a pre-Golden Age time and maybe a part of that external observations group, compared to an exo avatar created by Rasputin, but that's just my thoughts. But all of that doesn't discount the fact that another avatar was created for some reason and may still be out there. If it's Lodi or not, we could encounter it in the Edge of Fate given its connection to Bray Corporation, who had secret projects like the Aeon Initiative. Once again, thanks to Faith Dies for allowing me to read parts of that post and share their theory. It was also fun to brush up on this lore with Fellwinter again. I didn't really realize the whole Avatar part of it. But if you'd like to see some more Destiny news, lore, and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.